Okay, so I just started watching The Bachelor. It was so neat how Brad had what he liked in each of them and what the flaws were at the beginning. He's at I forgot her name. O-Town. I forgot her name. But anyway, she has 3 dogs, and the dogs have to get along with Brad for her to approve, and the parents have to get along like Brad, because then that's going to be the de facto, because she overlooks the bigger picture, she said, and her parents know the bigger picture, if he's safe or not. And she lives 4 houses down from her mother. And that's all I know. So it's going to be in clips. Boy! Oh wait, and Brad's talking about how his condo was small, and how they're gonna have to get a bigger. He's gonna have to get a bigger place, and he knew he wouldn't go into The Bachelor again if he didn't know that change was gonna happen, and change is good, and he's ready for a change. And that's been in the first 17 minutes since it started at 7. Bye. Oh, her name is Chantel. That was the girl I forgot the name. Chantel.
I'm ready.
Yeah?
He's
so excited. The last time I went to my parents and I told them that I was in love with someone was about 10 years ago.
And he's about to meet the father, and the last time she told she was in love with somebody was 10 years ago. Chantel and Brad and the dad got along. They don't have the father in the picture and haven't for 15 years, and they both came from the same jobs. And he worked for 25 cents, and then Brad worked for free a long time ago. They're talking about the olden days. And so they're getting along, and they're talking about how they had to work the ground up. And Brad asked the father if she's ready to settle down, and she said she's been for a while. And Brad said her friends is welcome. And Chantel doubts, is scared about what's going to happen. And the mother told her to follow her heart and know everything can go wrong.
I love this person.
And Chantel saying how she loves him. That's what the 26 minutes have been about, plus commercials. So the father approves, I think. And now they're drinking wine. The father and Brad. And Brad respects.
My intentions are true here.
And Brad respects the father. And the father knows that his intentions are true, Brad.
We may not see you for a long time, or we may not see you ever again. But I would say that if you and Chantel have an opportunity to get married, we would definitely give you a total blessing.
I appreciate it.
And the father gave the blessing to Brad if they got married. There you go.
I feel like Chantel and Brad can get married tomorrow, and yeah, I think
the family Brad just saw, the father said if they were to get married tomorrow, he could totally see them in the family, and and they really liked it. And the mother told Chantel to follow her heart because she was kind of scared. And she said now she could definitely see Brad with her. She was like, could I see Brad with me and matching with my family? And he's like, yes. She said yes, and Brad doesn't want to leave. But he's about to see Ashley H now. I love the Bachelor show. And now Ashley H was saying how she gets disconnected when she doesn't see Brad so much. And now she's showing when she first worked in a bar. And Brad said, that's my kind of girl. And they're just talking. And Brad was like, he likes the humble small town.
But one of the dishes that I love, that I grew up thinking everyone knew about,
Right.
but they didn't, it's called Quick Thin.
Now they're talking about dishes and how she knew nobody knew about was poison or something.
Right?
They made a promise not to keep reassuring each other about the bat, and they have an honor system where you pay. Nobody's there in the cash register. You just pay for what you want in a box. And they're taking pictures. It's beautiful. And they're making lobsters tonight.
This is the Evo 4G.
That's so much where you can trust people in there.
This is everything people love about it.
I wish all our places like that, but you can't. You can trust people, but then you really can't. She lives in a small town.
So we took both.
And Brad says she's friendly and bubbly.
And use them to make something new. Introducing the new
So, yeah.
Evo Shift 4G.
And full of energy. Ashley H, I think that's H's last name, is like me because I'm outgoing and bubbly too. And full of energy too. Oh, and Brad said about Chantel that she, not Chantel, I forgot her name. Yeah, Chantel. That she was, so warm and beautiful. And he said that Ashley H told him that she was an open bookcase. It's just like I am. It's weird. But you have called, everybody has somebody else's quality and some people don't. And there's always going to be somebody like you but different in so many ways.
I've heard so much about all of you.
Now they're just talking about the past and the family and how they went ice skating in Glasdale, and they can both see the sparks in both of them.
So driven.
And now he's talking to, the dad's talking to Brad, and Brad's saying that Ashley's very independent and very driven.
Right.
You know, even though, I mean, if you guys fall in love, and this is it.
Right.
She will
And-
finish her schooling.
I do like that about her.
And she's focused on schooling and other stuff.
We have some more pretty serious conversations to have. You know?
Brad's questioning if he could keep up with Ashley because she's so driven, or if he could be emotional support for him. But it's the right timing, and Brad doesn't want to leave the family or Ashley.
Can I please go back in?
So they're just, everybody thinks it's the right time.
And I'm so happy to be able to say that.
And he's happy. Brad's happy. But Brad just doesn't know if he should, there's so much, he doesn't want to hold her back. And Ashley said that she's starting to fall in love with him. And that she questions if he would give her a repose. Somebody in her family asked if Brad would propose to her, which she said yes, and she said she probably wouldn't because there's so much she needs to know about Brad, and that he needs to know about her.
I don't know if I can handle Chantel's job.
Sorry for the stuttering. Bye.
And I would talk to you.
He's answered Chantel's hometown. It just started. He said the city is beautiful. And in the funeral home, and she's talking about embodiment. And Brad is freaked out, and Brad doesn't know if he can handle that, because that's what mostly the conversation is going to be about, death. And then Chantel asked if she would be cremated or in a cassock, and she was and that's what they were talking about. And Brad's highly impressed with her because they were talking about how she's the first one to come for the people and stuff, and that she just loves people, making people feel good. So Brad said that she could do this as a test of her character. So Brad thinks it's awesome, but he's still creepy about it.
Oh, sure.
So the dad's freaked out that she's going to move
I
to
know the roots that Chantel has
that
in her business, her family, of course.
that the father wants her to take over the business at the funeral home, and she wants to move it. Maybe
I genuinely
she
care
said
about
if you
everyone's feelings.
love somebody, you would move with them to Austin, and that the dad thinks that she's taking the U-turn and stuff, and Brad's concern is that.
They took a leap of faith doing this, and look at where it's
And that Chantel said she's doing a leap of faith, and look what is one. And she said she's falling in love with Brad.
But yes, there's still really good after talking to my
Chantel's parents approve of Brad, and if he says if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. And their dad wants the best for her. And Brad can't thank them enough.
And thanks for having me into your home.
And they said that they might deal with death. They deal with death, but they're full of light, full of life.
Was pretty big deal. Put a family.
really want him to get
He's on a date with Emily, and he just met the kid and gave him a kite. And
you know,
Emily said
sweetest little
if
girl ever.
if the daughter doesn't mesh with Brad, then it's like Emily and Brad not meshing. And the mother explained that
Do you like riding bikes?
before Brad got there, that
I really like riding
that when she went to school for the first time, she met lots of friends. So the mother said that she met a new friend too, and it was Brad, and they're meeting, and they're talking, but the girl isn't having any of it.
Yes, sweetheart.
And I think she's 8.
What you thinking about?
And she's not talking, and she's being shy, and Brad knows it's awkward. And Brad said this is the first time that he dated somebody that had a kid. So Emily's daughter named Wiki finally opened up a little, and she got him to laugh, and Brad's nerves was bad. It's been an hour and 30 minutes of the show, and he's on his last home date. So there you go.
You okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
He's telling Emily how he feels about Emily, but she doesn't want to give him a kiss because the daughter's up front.
Talk to me then, please.
No.
And it's weird.
I don't like that at all.
No, I think.
And she's been waiting to hug and kiss him all day.
Like,
I am myself.
I want you to, like, and I get it's the first time you've met her, but like, if this thing works out, she'll always be upstairs.
And Emily said if this thing works out, she'll always be upstairs, so he's gonna have to get over his fear.
Okay.
Emily said that Brad Woodman is not walking out the door without kissing. So she kissed him first.
They got it.
Ooh. And he didn't want to kiss because he was scared because he just met a daughter and he doesn't know if she would get downstairs and see him, so they did it outside.
My God,
It was cute.
This woman is so perfect.
And he said kissing this woman is so perfect, Emily. And Emily said that wasn't so bad. The end. The rose ceremony is about to start.
Say goodbye to a single one of you.
And he said he doesn't want to say goodbye to a single one of them.
I am here to find a wife.
But he is here to find a wife, so he's got to. And I'm not telling you who it is. I told you the rest of it, but you're not going to know who goes home. You're going to have to find out by yourself. Bye. Bye. It's a way up.
Very much.